Rivers State has sparked divided opinions. Some say it was a wise move to prevent further destruction and political turmoil, while others argued he used the federal might to reinforce godfatherism instead of protecting democracy. What's your take on this?
Well, President Tinubu just did what godfathers are known for, taking absolute control of the space whenever they are granted the opportunity to do so. But he's not just doing it as a godfather, he's abusing his position as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And what is interesting is that there is a conspiracy around this. All the arms of government at this point are being handled by three major godfathers. Number one is the FCT minister, who is now clearly, before Nigerians, in charge of the Nigerian judiciary. The Senate president, who also is clearly in charge of the legislative arm, and President Tinubu, who has brought in the executive. These three conspirators were both former governors, senators, and some of the people that I have described as having risen through the ranks of impunity and made it to the top. That's why Nigeria is in trouble with what they did. Don't forget, this same President Tinubu, when he was Lagos State governor, promised the president of Nigeria then that if he declared a state of emergency in Lagos, that would be the end of democracy. He's president now, and he has done it, and he has done it with absolute power and daring the Nigerian people to challenge him or do anything about it. This is very unfortunate, but as you have seen, this might as well be the beginning of the downfall of more godfathers.
Okay. Yeah. So many compare Tinubu's control over Lagos to Wike's grip on rivers. Does Wike aspire to replicate Tinubu's model of political dominance? What are the differences in their influence?
There are no differences in their interests. What you must understand is, as a follow-up to how I stated this earlier about the three major gladiators now in the country, as in Akpabio in the Senate, Wike interested in taking over rivers, Tinubu being firmly in control of Lagos, is that these three individuals have been former governors of Nigeria's most lucrative states. I'm talking about Rivers, Lagos, and Akwa Ibom. And what they want to do, this is all about resources, and they want to hijack and control the states and control the entire country, silence everybody who might want to have a difference of opinion, and then just move on to consolidate their total control. In some cases, and you will see more of these, criminal control of the Nigerian political and social and economic space. This is referred to as state capture. That is what you are saying.
But do you think that's the ultimate
aim?
Lagos
about 3 weeks ago.
Do you think that's the ultimate aim for most governors?
He did it in Lagos. The speaker was...
No, for most governors generally.
The speaker was removed.
Do you think that's the ultimate aim for most governors
every governor.
Generally? No, for most governors, most governors want to control their...
I'm not in any way... I'm not in any way endorsing any of these governors. I have stated elsewhere, and I'll restate here, that I have no sympathy for fubara. It was his own sim that provided the network for the Wike to carry out the impunity he carried out, the corruption he carried out in Rivers State until he left to Abuja. So they are partners in crime. But that is to say that we do not endorse that. The Nigerian citizenship do not want governors who consolidate power, run to the Senate or run to the presidency, and then hold their state by the jugular. Don't forget that most of these former governors are already collecting, very, very crazy pensions. Some of them have houses built for them. They're entitled to almost twice whatever privileges they were enjoying when they are governors. What do they want from Nigeria? Why do they want to hold Nigeria in total stranglehold? Is what we are faced with, and that is what we should be discussing. Not to think about what is their taste for ice cream or kunu or suya. No, but let me throw a question. We're talking about Nigeria.
I know. Sorry. Finish your sentence before I throw in my question.
So I'm not here to discuss what a governor prefers or not. I'm here to discuss what is unacceptable to the Nigerian people, to Nigerian polity, and how people who are carrying out this impunity that we are discussing today should not be allowed to continue in their impunity against the democracy I fought for, he fought for, and that the people of this country ought to be benefiting from. I'm not participating in their fight. Honestly, this is their own fight. We're supposed to leave them to, to destroy themselves. But they are not destroying themselves, they are destroying the country. Because at the end of the day, what they're trying to do in Rivers is to get Rivers prepared in such a way that when they come back again, there will be no resistance. Like I said, I don't know what will happen to fubara. I'm not his therapist, and I don't know whether he'll come back the way he left or not, but it's obvious that the way he folded up was too quick. Let me say this to you. When Wike was governor of Rivers State, nobody could have done this to him without consequences. He would have shut down the whole place. Nobody knew that. When Tinubu was governor of Lagos, he would never have accepted a state of emergency in Lagos. So why is it that they think they can get away with this? It's a question we should be asking, and why they must be resisted.